Hey, so this is a day in the life of a voice artist, not the whole day. I'm going to show you just a little bit of the romance of working in your booth every day. First thing, I have coffee. Coffee is very important. Coffee and water. And then the next most important thing I do is I cover up my coffee mug so that it doesn't record into my mic. Okay, so this comes down here. I cover it. This is actually the most important thing. Okay, there we go. I make sure my mic is set up, which it is every day, so I don't really touch my mic or do much. And then I get a look at my auditions coming in from my agents, finding wherever I find auditions from, direct requests. The one I'm doing right now is a direct request from a client. And then I come into Adobe Audition, which is my digital audio workstation of choice. All of them are fine. And then, except for GarageBand. No. And Pro Tools, unless you know what you're doing. Pro Tools is like driving a jet around your backyard. Okay, so I go into Adobe Audition. In this case, I'm going to put my name on the file. Even though it's a client that knows me, it doesn't hurt to stick your name on it. And then I name it something so everyone knows what it is. And then this is exciting, 44 100 hertz sample rate, mono, because I only have one voice. I don't need to be in 5.1 surround sound. There are not 5 of me. And then bit depth 24, unless they ask for 30, it's 36. 32. And then I click, but keep it 24. Okay, very exciting. Then what I do is I take it off repeat. I'm going to hit record. I'm going to kind of record all my takes. I'm not going to come back in here, and I'm not going to edit till I'm done. So I hit record, and I find my script, which is here somewhere. I got it. Okay. Then I take one headphone off because I want to be able to hear my voice too, so that I don't start doing weird things on my microphone. Take a look at it. Make some decisions. I'm going to do it 2 ways. I am not going to slate. They don't need my name. Look, assessing and responding to suicide risk is not about you doing it all alone. Although you may be in situations where you are directly assessing and intervening, staff at the Maples are part of a larger care team, and dealing with a youth in immediate risk is a shared responsibility. Hey, it's no big deal. Assessing and responding to suicide risk is not about you doing it all alone. Although you may be in situations where you are directly assessing and intervening, staff at the Maples are part of a larger care team, and dealing with a youth in immediate risk is a shared responsibility. And then I listen back. I don't start editing right away, which is my favorite bad habit. And in this case, I've been talking, so we don't need to send them this. And then I listen back. We don't need that. I put 4 seconds at the ends of all my auditions. Why do I do that? So that they have time to talk about how amazing I was before the next amazing person comes on. I am going to send 2 takes, and they hopefully are different enough. Man, don't send 2 takes that sound the same. That's just wasting everybody's time, right? I think I started here. Assessing. Yeah, look. I'm not going to leave the look on there because that'll just freak them out. Lead-in lines are cool. I put 1 second at the beginning. So just 1 second at the top of my file, no longer, or they'll be like, why is she not talking yet? 1 second. And then I come in here and I make sure there's not this huge gap. We don't need this either. Hey, it's no big deal. We don't need to keep that in there. Oh, look, mouth noise. This is my job. This is what I do all day long. Is I stare at files like this. Ooh, that's really loud. Assessing and yeah, I really punched that kind of hard. I'm gonna bring that tree down. Be careful doing this. Don't do it poorly. Assessing, that's fine. And then I'm gonna go ahead and select everything, or unselect, I should say. Hit normalize. I'm gonna declick it. So I have a hotkey set up for declick. It's RX. Yeah, I know I don't have RX10 yet. I still have RX7, but it's working. It's just really slow. That takes out most of my mouth noise. Then I'm going to look at my breathing. Breathing should be left into most files. It's a rare day we take out breaths. It depends on the thing, right? In this case, though, I mean, the AI robots have been adding breaths back in. So now I just listen for performance and for editing problems. Assessing and responding to suicide risk is not about you doing it all alone. Although you may be in situations where you are directly assessing and intervening, staff at the Maples are part of a larger care team, and dealing with a youth in immediate risk. I heard a big old click in there. Hey, I think I see it. Dealing with a youth. There it is. See, so this is why I love Adobe Audition, right? Because see that, there's my click. And if I was in like Audacity or some program like that, where is the click? I can't see the click, but man, when I edit visually, this is what I do all day. I just stare at my voice. I'm going to take both these out. I bet I'll take care of it. And dealing with a youth in. Ooh, I still hear it. I totally still hear it. And dealing with a youth, that's too much. Don't do that. This is now you see what the real romance of voiceover is. It's, do I have to do a pickup on that, or can I find the click? And what did I do? With a and then you can put on repeat. I really thought I took care of those, but I don't think I did. Be careful. If you start to see black down here when you're doing, I'm doing something called auto heal. Oh, see, that's kind of dangerous. What I just right there could be really bad. Dealing with a youth. Yeah, it is. So a lot of Control Z going on here. There's another tool I like to use. It's like a scrubber. It's up here at the top. It is Spot Healing Brush. And this is, be careful. I can really mess with things, or I can fix them. Dealing with a youth. That's mostly gone. Really, you should just not have taps. Wouldn't that be great? And dealing with a youth. Oh man, I still hear it. So you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to pick that up or get rid of it completely. And dealing with a youth. Yeah, I'm going to pick it up. So in this case, I'm going to use punch roll. I'm going to use insert. And we're going to do this carefully so I can see what I'm doing. This is the absolute romance and excitement. There we go. A voiceover. And dealing. Where am I going from? Oop, didn't go for me. Hang on. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. That's why. I'll add colons to that. Staff at the Maples are part of a larger care team, and dealing with a youth in immediate risk is a shared responsibility. All right, let's see if that worked or not. Sometimes that's called punch and roll. I use it a lot in audiobooks, and I also use it when I want to make sure I'm in the same place. Staff at the Maples are part of a larger care team. That's too long a spot. And dealing with a youth in immediate... That does not work. How's my other read? And dealing with a youth in immediate risk is a shared response. We're going to punch again. I'm going to get rid of that and punch again. I'm spending more time on this than I normally would. Staff at the Maples are part of a larger care team, and dealing with a youth in immediate risk is a shared responsibility. Let's check it. Staff at the Maples are part of a larger care team, and dealing with a youth in immediate risk is a shared responsibility. That's fine. So I can live with that. Just make sure it's good or don't send it, man. They can hear edits and things like that. Send stuff that you're proud of. Assessing and responding to suicide risk is not about you doing it all alone. Just take two. Although you may be in situations where you are directly assessing and intervening. What was that? Assessing and intervening, where you are directly assessing and intervening. That's fine. Staff at the Maples are part of a larger care team, and dealing with a youth in immediate risk is a shared responsibility. So the changes between the two is this one's a little bit faster paced, a little bit more chill. This one's a little more authoritative. That's how exciting. And then what I do is I come up here and I save as. Here's what's really important. It's crazy important to make sure that you save all of your files. So all of my auditions, everything gets saved. No matter where I end up going, it could be any number of places. Auditions 2024, I've got all the different places I put them. Direct auditions, we're going to put it here. We're going to come in here, I'm going to create a new folder. Suicide prevention. I created a new folder. And then inside this folder, I save it two ways. I'm going to save it as a wave. This comes from Larry Hudson. He gets all the credit. I'm going to save this as a wave. And then I'm going to come up again, hit save as. And I'm going to save it as an MP3 too. Both. Then when I go to send it to my client, I'm going to send them the MP3 in an email, right? But now if my client emails me back, or if someone goes, that was perfect, don't change anything, just send us the wave. I don't have to voice match myself trying to recreate a wave. I have a wave of it. I have the MP3 of it. It's just the cleanest way for all of my auditions today. You can see I've done a ton. That's how I do it. There you go. How romantic. And then I email it away and that's that. And the work really doesn't feel any different than the audition. And our job every day, this. Audition away.